Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Master of Orion 2 with me, Get Dave. We have a bit of a big fight coming up, so I'm a little nervous. Yep, that bill is paid. Time to hit turn. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank goodness it's a nebula so nobody's shields work. Well, now you know what we're going to be doing for this video. The good news is they went first and they're decloaking. Yes, we're going to have to watch this 100 times. So the question is, with my not quite ready to go ships, can they take 100 Sakura battleships? I don't even know, like they would need 400 command points to sustain this, although I have a theory the game cheats on that, because they assemble some very large fleets. I don't know if I've ever had 400 command points. Maybe. I do often like to play with Warlord as a trait, so... And all I can say is I'm glad that frigate was known. And for the record, if this goes really badly, we are going to switch tactics, and what we'll do is just relentlessly attack and let the Sakura just destroy my systems at the same time. We'll switch to a little bit of that strategy, because there's a non-bad chance that I will lose my entire fleet. Yeesh. The ones with the plasma cannons are the threat. More specifically, the ones with the heavy plasma cannons, although again, that this isn't a nebula is kind of a disaster for me. There's just so many of them. Okay, that's good. I think that was only one plasma cannon hitting. Well, if they're onto the 5th row, that's a treat. We're at 3 minutes for one turn. It'll get more interesting soon. We'll play some yakety sax. No, you can take care of that yourself. And yeah, the game, they could actually have more ships than this. The game will only put 100 ships in a fight. So, how many hit points does my Doomstar have? I'm not sure how the math works out in which side this would grant more of an advantage to. If I had disruptors, having shields would be super advantageous for me. But I did contemplate putting hard shields on my ships and opted not to. At long range against an opponent with plasma cannons, actually, it could be really helpful, because we'd be shaving 10 damage off every shot they take, and the minimum damage for a plasma cannon, a heavy plasma cannon, is 9. So that'd be 0 damage even if it hit. And they have double range dissipation penalties. Alright. I mean, we have 7,200 hit points on them, which is nice. These missiles aren't going anywhere. They sat back. I'm fine with that. Do I have the Achilles targeting me? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's just see. Let's see how our phasers perform at this range. I want the kabooms. No, I want the big one. Boy, if I had structural analyzer right now, there would be a reckoning. There it is. Destroying all those heavy fighters. Now we're talking. Another one? Yeah! So phasers are, or pardon me, Achilles targeting unit makes it a little easier for you to do that, so that's nice. Well, we ripped him a new one. I should actually probably be prioritizing my targets even now. Like you. We're looking for heavy plasma cannons, like you. Those ones are by far the most dangerous. So I mean, they've got all these fusion beams. They can be effective, like in a nebula, actually. They can be super dangerous, and these are point defense, so I prefer, on fusion beam I would use enveloping. But what they're doing is, it's not stupid. It's just, the AI tends to have a weird mix of what they value. They go for a lot of defensive techs like, oh, perfect. If it does less than 400, that's how you know we got the detonation. Defensive techs like displacement device. And displacement device, like I've said, is good. I mean, just 30% chance a shot just doesn't hit you. And that's really annoying against someone who's like doing a strategy like me. Alright, up top we've got a bit of room, so I'm just going to cut through them. We have maximum damage at close range, so... getting some misses in there. Okay, this one doesn't have Achilles. So our ability to destroy is going to taper off quite rapidly now. This one has Achilles, though? Yeah. Ooh, perfect. We hit the drive right away. See, heavy armor prevents this, so when I say the AI takes weird defensive choices, this is kind of what I'm talking about. And I'll just switch to the strategy. Oh, yeah, perfect. The strategy of going for the close ones now. Most of our weapons do have a range dissipation, but not as severe as theirs. If you really want to get fancy, by the way, if the AI uses quantum detonators, it can be really nice in situations like this. You can sort of shoot out in the outside of a tic-tac-toe grid. And what that'll do for you is get lots of chances to do lots of damage with self-destructs on this thing, on the middle one. We're not really getting a ton, but I mean, we've destroyed an awful lot of enemy ships, so I'm not going to complain. I'm a little afraid of what's going to happen when the fighters get close. And you're just in arc. Thank you. If they rush me. Oh, that was a really bad choice by me. That was a complete waste of an Achilles shot. These are the Nemesis 2s, so I might even... We're gonna move one in. Yeah, to be the sacrificial lamb here. If it can draw some heat, that's really good. Even though this one's slightly more valuable. Come on. Oh, perfect. Always nice when you hit the drive. Alright, well we melted through 2 waves of their ships. That's pretty good. We don't have a ton of point defense weaponry, so this is going to get ugly now. Oh! I don't know what they're waiting for. They might not be properly realizing just how much damage they can do at close range with the plasma cannons. I mean, often hanging back is an optimal strategy, but in this case the AI is just not putting together that their weapons dissipate at double the rate mine do. I mean, up close would put them individually in a lot of danger, especially because I have Achilles, so like with a good hit... Yeah, that's fine, that won't save you. Are they all gonna recloak? The ones off camera will just instantaneously cloak. If you want to save yourself time, you can just click at a random point on the screen, but... Oh, that's all fine. Beam defense is 60, but it's cloaked. That should put it to 140. No matter. We're stretching our shots out a bit much. Keeping it close to home can... Ooh. Their cloak isn't actually helping that much. Yeah, keeping your shots close to home gets you a little bit of efficiency. Oh, to have structural analyzer. But yeah, we're ripping through these guys, so I'm feeling okay about it. And to think I was so scared of them. I should probably take a good hard look. I mean, they have Confederation too, so their ships cost 1/3, so they can rebuild this, like with the size of their empire, pretty quickly. I mean, if they have 20 colonies that they bother producing with, it's 5 turns probably, if they're remotely industrialized, to get back in the fight. I'm really glad I got Molecular Tronic Computer. And it was a nice perk that we didn't have to give up anything too great, because we were able to steal it. One advantage of being last in the tech tree is you can steal other people's stuff. It would be nice if we didn't have all the spying penalties on top of it, but you know, I'm trying to be glasses half full of Sakura scrap metal. That's always my outlook. So the good news is there is no point defense plasma cannon, so that's the bit of good news. The bad news is these heavy fighters are armed with bombs, and they do have neutronium bombs, so it will hurt. We don't have shields, as you all know. But all of our ships do have the good computer. And I'm actually pretty impressed how even the obsolete ones are performing in this battle. It's not too shabby. Excellent. Excellent. Once those are auto fire, well, we'll be doing okay. Now, in a perfect world, I don't know if they had any leaders here, but in a perfect world, we leave no survivors. In might even be worth trying to move in, even though that's kind of risky. Their numbers have reduced enough that we can probably get away with it. I'm okay if I lose a couple ships. I actually banked on it. Yeah, let's move you in. Perfect. Do a little damage to your friends. One thing I don't like is you can have your shields up when you're cloaked. I feel like that's cheating. I don't know, maybe that doesn't make it good enough because it's expensive and big. Uses a system slot. I'm pretty sure when they made 8, they thought they would, you know, cover all their bases. But the fact is, there's a lot of really good systems, and once you get some miniaturization, it's nothing but good times. I had a friend in high school who used to say, "Pure sex, baby," when something was really great. It's a good adjective. How good was it? It was sex good. We weren't super close friends, don't judge me. Alright, everything's gonna be fine. Now, I don't think these ships are retreating. I didn't actually see any leaders. Maybe you're watching for that. Why didn't you tell me? You can see we get slightly better explosion results out of the ships with slightly weaker weapons. There's reasons. Yes, shoot this one. Okay. Brace for impact, all hands. It's just the numbers, because we've destroyed so many of their ships and they're still around. Now you can see what they could have done had they charged me. Yeah, the frigate didn't even enter the battle. They have more ships. Yeah, go for it. If fighters could target, like, systems on large ships, that would make them a lot more effective, I think. You done, son. And I wonder if survival pods are going to work for them in this situation. Alright. Took us nearly the entire episode. We'll go long. But a glorious victory. And this last guy is like Ip Man. I'd say they're in trouble. They get one last glorious kill. Bombers, heavy fighters, interceptors, the works. If they used assault shuttles in those numbers, even with my decent ground combat. Also, I've got headphones on right now, and I gotta say, it's pretty trippy. If the fight went on for one more turn, this is what would have happened over and over. Bombers, I think, have to return to their carrier right away, though. Man, they're not even going to ask me if I want to attack the Sakura. Well, good work, boys. I actually should probably refit the rest of my Titans. Yeah, that one's mineral poor, so we get better efficiency out of it, but 2. There we go. Because the later... I mean, they were all pretty effective, although the nebula was skewing that a bit. Okay. What we'll do is we'll hit turn once. I'm glad no one attacked me. There we go. Come bug me in another turn. And infograph. There we go. We took a decent bite out of them, everybody. Man. It's a ridiculous fleet, although it's probably not in size. That's probably in their tech bumping it up. Too ridiculous. Okay, there you go. 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48. Alright. So we'll say 50 Doom Stars. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39. Okay, 40 Titans. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Okay. And a whole bunch of transports. Okay. That's honestly not as bad as I thought it would be. That'd be quite a fight. And yeah, now that we've taken a bite out of the Sakura, where's the best place to take the fight to them? I don't know that. Is anything even in range? Yeah. We'd have to get to Mechlon. I don't know if I want to move that much of my fleet over there. Indus, we need transports. Oh, they are so cheap. Like, they're getting surplus production from that. That's glorious. Well, good news, everyone. Phasing Cloak would give me some nice perks. I'm going to actually switch gears on this, though. We'll get more perks from having a Stellar Converter. Aside from the one obvious perk, which I always enjoy. You know, I'm going to say it right now. For me to win the game, I have to defeat the Sakura and beat down the Cylons. Or, like, control them, you know? And I need to destroy Orion. And hopefully it's the only planet there. Because, you know, when people say Master of Orion, like, what does it truly mean to be the Master of Orion? And I can think of one way to really establish who the Alpha is. So that's the one we're gonna go with. You're pure evil. Give yourself 10 Get Dave points if you recognize the Batman scene. Dark Knight Rises. Not a fan of the movie, actually. Good old Castor Prime. Never change. Oh, wow. Logi, it would have been perfect for the Cylons. Wonder why they never bothered colonizing the place. Oh, and we'll get a pollution processor in here. Alright, I gotta say, at this point, aside from the fact that I've never had such bad research at this stage in the game, it definitely feels like a normal playthrough now. It did not for a long time. Yeah, now we grab the Phasing Cloak. Just in case. Now, unfortunately, I do have to be good. And wait. These things will be incredible. I mean, it's still so early to really go for these. We have no range dissipation. They're a lot bigger than the phasers, though. We'll go with a mix still. And no, we're not going to put a stellar converter on right away. That's just... we're just not quite there yet. You're just going to be the legendary. Yeah, if we had hyper advanced power, that would go a long way towards helping. And we'll just rename our Titan. We've got a couple other nice designs, I think. I kind of like this one. They're also insectoid. Battle scanner, because we do everything with our scanners. And we'll have a slightly more fragile one again, and we're going all in. Hey, it's only 3 now. No, not quite. Okay. That's fine, I've gotten more than acceptable performance out of those phasers so far. We're gonna call you... well, I don't know, we're not gonna be building them for a while. We'll call you the Inevitable. Because when we get around to it, it's gonna be great. Alright, Sakura, get yourself something nice. Alright, let's get the fleet to Jordanus where they can do a proper bit of refitting now. Oh wait, actually. Yeah, we'll go back to Jordanus. Pardon me, Jordanus. And we'll cancel that relocation as well. Just because that's likely to get us into a little bit of trouble. A spot of trouble. A spot of bother, if you will. Hardly seems sporting. You know what? I'm reconsidering something. We don't have the ability to truly solve a problem right now. We need more. We need something, oh, that can do some dirty work. Alright, this one's gonna have a little bit of staying power, I think. It's gonna need it, because its main function is to carry a stellar converter, which is considered a special, but we can negate armor with it. And then we'll just put some generally useful stuff. Our phasers are a lot better. Oh, we can get it down to 2 if we only forward arc it. Let's try that. It's got the stellar converter to shoot at fighters who get at it from behind. There we go. I'm actually going to extend the arc on these. There we go. And we're gonna call you the Dawn, because it helps the sun rise, in a manner of speaking. Like the soap. Yeah, we're actually we'll do this to get ourselves one. Because I want to dispatch this to take care of Nier. Because it's kind of ridiculous that it's, you know, still kicking. Alright, let's see what happens here. No, you're fine. Starving, but fine. One battleship sent to stop me. I'll take this one first. I don't have the ability to destroy the planet, so I can't go on a rampage. Although, that'll be coming. The fact is, I do need territory to go up against the Cylons. Or do I? Maybe I'm thinking about this all wrong. Maybe if I just destroy fast enough, maybe it doesn't matter. But Dave, your score will be lowered. There will be no one to worship you. I should destroy all the planets. Even my own. I've done it. I've done a nihilistic playthrough where I blow up basically the entire galaxy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the people who lived there were real fans of that one. Alright. Thank you, I'll take one. Wow, shutout. That does not make their military look good. Indus. Right, I totally remember this place. Don't make it weird. We'll get all these things built, and then we'll be laughing. For some reason, no. Oh hey, I'm liberating people. Bet you all thought I was the bad guy. Oh, well, we'll cash this towards future building. I really don't want them to rebel. Also, we could get some really great tech if we went to war with the Cylons. I'm just saying. And we could get some really great research. I was swapping some people around before. I think we're done with that for a bit. We'll send one Doomstar back. Oh no, we'll be responsible and capture all of these. It should be quick. I'll take this one as well. The old auto battle should be enough. Has the look of a flux shield. No matter. And again, once we have a stellar converter in the group, it's basically 2 shots. I mean, you only get 1 a turn out of it, obviously, but it's 2 shots to take a planet out. You do just under 1,600 damage. Yay! I'm fleshing out my tech tree. Fleshing out. I'm fleshlighting my tech tree. Sure. Come bug me again later. Alkari, my goodness. What sort of multiracial utopia have I found? It was probably nice once. Actually, there's probably Meklar and Alkari in the same system because they were at war. Actually, in all likelihood, they just colonized the same place, to be honest. This one's good enough that we'll give them the deluxe treatment. Having a stellar converter on your planet actually does help quite a bit. Keep up the good work. Oh, we'll be moving on to the next one by then. And we'll keep this madness. Where's the dawn? I forgot to send it. That's embarrassing. I certainly don't want that star system, so... And what have they... Okay. I probably should have checked that first, but... Why not? We already had one big fight. Slows the pace of the game down a bit. Let's order some dessert. What we want is to get rid of the stellar converter. And yeah, we're offering up the Titans here. Okay, you can see their shields took some of the edge off, but it's still pretty awful. They also have slightly better evasion, so we have some hope that they'll hang in there, you know, reasonably well. They were also higher level, which again is going to give them an evasion bonus. I probably should have grabbed a Doomstar with a stellar converter, because again, we could have just shot their planet first, and then that usually settles the issue. They're outside their effective range now. Only the heavy ones have the good range. The others have the bad range. You probably have noticed my extreme preference towards heavy weaponry. You get double the range, you get half the range dissipation penalty. And even though it's only a 50% damage increase for double the price and size, that differential over shields usually offsets that to make it also double damage. So you get double range, double damage, and then with the decreased range dissipation, or yeah, practically double damage, and then yeah, often a bit more damage on top of that because of the better dissipation equation. Alright everybody, every time we blow up a Sakura ship, including fighters, give yourself a get daved point. And take a drink. We all do shots. None of you would be alive at the end of this fight. Alright, you did your job. Well done, Gila. We still kind of need to take out that stellar converter. Man, they've had some pretty severe damage. Without the high energy focus, you can see they didn't get the damage through. Alright, perfect. You can see I crossed a critical threshold there. I'm good for range. And yeah, this might be suicide, but it increases the effectiveness of my weapons too. Now I'm the one making the bad strategic decisions. Game, how do you like me now? Okay, good. That thing's gonna be spamming missiles. I don't want to deal with that. Perfect. Also, if you're unclear how many fighters blow up, you go off of what you can see. Now remember, you might think, oh, Dave blew up even more ships than this at the start of the episode. He's got this in the bag. Remember the number of turns those fighters are on me. That's what actually matters. I also can't turn around because all of my weapons are forward facing. It was probably a bad idea to rush in like I just did. But I knew that when I rushed in. Alright, this is my last ship. If we had disruptors, we could safely hang back. The only issue is your accuracy decrease with range. We'll not shoot him because he's probably going to be fine. That's terrifying. Why aren't they destroying the other Titan? I wonder if they've just decided it's not a threat. Okay. They were saving it. Like a dish of revenge? You don't want to eat that at the wrong temperature. That's fine. Last time that didn't really help their defenses all that much. Alright, well, we're close enough. Perfect. I always thought it's kind of funny that it doesn't do any damage to the planet. It kind of makes sense, but the represented is so tiny. Really, they should be the entire wall of the screen, and it should probably pretty much look flat. I feel like Star Wars set unrealistic expectations of space structure size. Okay, if we can complete... Oh yeah, nice baby. If we can complete the wiping out of the top half, I'll be really happy, although it's a stretch. Yeah, it's not going to happen. But we did some good work. Also, none of these ones are cloaked. I don't know if that's going to make that big a difference. Oh man, auto-fire phasers, they're good. If you can't have disruptors, you are definitely in an okay state with phasers still. Because you get so many more levels of miniaturization on them too, so it wouldn't be unheard of for them to be, in practice, more useful. Alright, now we don't have to worry about that. Around now is when the AI is probably going to program the retreat. But it's too late now. Well, maybe. Let's wait and see on that. So the bombers have 1 shot, the interceptors are going to harass me for 4, and the heavy fighters for 2. Well, at least he took a whole bunch of them with him. Remember, we have 7,000 hit points on our Doomstars. Which whittles away quickly. They're staying to fight. I'm not sure why. Sometimes the little ones are actually harder to kill because they're superior evasion. Going for the fleet first because we want to make sure there's no one retreating. The planet can't run away. The ships can, and I didn't see any leaders again, but you never know. Alright, we're probably not going to get the ground batteries taken out this turn. Go, disruptors. Oh, maybe! Alright, rock and roll. I'm glad I got Doomstars. They probably should be more expensive, and Titan should be way further up the tech tree too. It's like Star Wars, but they're trying to blow up the Death Star by just torpedoing a hole in it. No thermal exhaust port this time. So subspace teleporter is really good for avoiding that crap. I'll take your planet, thank you. 1 casualty. Yay. Artemis system net is useless. Alright, we're going to finish up our micromanagement and then we'll call it a day. And we'll just put them over to... Yeah, that's fine. Corvus, thank you for your service, and now... This might actually be our best research colony in the Empire, because Cylons. So many bonuses, the government barely matters. There we are. And she's making money, Jim. Cash that. There we go. They'll be benefiting the Empire in no time. Also, my ships are a lot better than the Sakura. I should have been less scared of them than I was. Yeah, sure. They can slowly chip away on a stellar converter. There's not really going to be any more buildings unless we steal them, which is reasonably likely. I'm sorry I'm needed over here already, although, I mean, I technically should leave someone behind to destroy the colony ship. We'll just hope the Cylons take care of that for me. Alright, next time, everybody, you know what, the Dawn is going to be able to take care of business itself, I think. Can we reach? No. No, we cannot. Well, alright then. I guess they'll just wait there for now. No, we gotta get them over to where they can help a little bit. 4 turns, my goodness. We'll get them over to Mechlon, and maybe we'll do a refit program some other time. Alright, thank you for watching this extended episode. I'll see you all in the next I'll see you next time.